So, Stylis and their Infinite Wisdom have dropped the December holidays update. Okay, so I guess no Christmas update. Anyways, unlike the Halloween's update, which was mostly positive, this update is a mixed bag. Of candy cane, that is.
Hey, that really sucked!
Get it? Candy cane? Christmas? Okay, fine, I will stop. Let's start with this mixed chocolate of update, starting with... Shotguns have always been the problem child in Inferno Forces. Like, who would have thought that even in a game where the TDK is razor thin, the shotgun would still be complained about? And they're not wrong to complain. I mean, 410 RPM one-shotter with no recoil. Oh, what the f***? Yeah, if you couldn't tell, Stylis have did some slight changes to the shotgun category, and in trying to revive the balance, they kinda just shit the bed. Basically, all shotguns got a damage, recoil, and a spread nerf. But at least they made a DT11 balanced, is what I would say if they didn't nerf the Stevens alongside it to compensate. You see, the DT11 got a damage buff from 19 to 31, but no longer has that insane spread when it makes it a sniper rifle. But the Steven DB also got a damage nerf from 36 to 33. And actually, this happened to all shotguns which could 3-shot, and now they can only 4-shot. But Stylis knew that this would ruin the balance, and it gave them a torso multiplier. Yes, torso multiplier. That's the first time you're seeing a torso multiplier on a shotgun. I'm sorry, but like, what? Stylis decided to remodel the sight for no reason other than innovation. Now, yes, this is a positive change if you hear about it, but the sights in PF have not been changed for a long time, and for a good reason. They just work. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Stylis thought, if it ain't broke, let's fix it again, because we don't care. Okay, yes, fine, the new sights do look better in terms of their model, but they changed my boy! They changed my Delta sight! Why? Why would he do that? He looks so weird. He looks like he's standing on pegs, bro. What the hell? It looks like he's in the f***ing 40s and now he's like old as hell. Oh my god, why would he do that? Why would he do that? Okay, I gotta be honest. I was being a very dramatic there, but this change is actually fine, but it also just doesn't make sense because you remodel all the sights, fine, I get it, but like, you forgot that the Kozaku OLED exists. Like, the middle circle on the Kozaku OLED is what plagues that sight. If it wasn't for that stupid circle, I would use it a lot more. But you know, they didn't change it, if you couldn't tell already. It's like, that was the perfect moment to change that sight, but you didn't? Why? The main highlight of this update though is the new Scar family of guns, which they only added 2 of them, which I am thankful for because I don't want to review like 9 guns which no one would use. Anyways, they also remodeled the Scars, which is, you know, cool, they look sick, but they made the Scar L bad. They nerfed the recoil hard. Now the Scar L has actual recoil, so you can run a muzzle booster, skeleton grip, and remove stock and still able to laser someone 200 stealth away. Anyway, the new Scar guns are the Scar PDW, which is not to be confused with the actual Scar PDW, which is in the carbon category. This is the actual PDW Scar PDW. This thing is basically just a Scar, like a Scar L, like literally, there's no difference. Like, at least something which I can't find. Like, it's the Scar L, but it holds 20 rounds and it's better mobility, and that's it. It's still a 4-shot all ranges and still has questionable recoil. And the other one is the Scar shotgun, which, I mean, like, it exists, I guess. I mean, like, if I think about a shotgun, I ought to think about a Scar shotgun, okay? I mean, it works. It kind of reminds me of the old Saiga 12 before the Saiga 12 recoil wasn't horrendous and they nerfed all the shotguns, which we talked about already. I don't know, man. That shotgun is just boring as hell. I don't know, man. Like, these 2 guns they added are just like something which I will never use. Though, even in this anger-reducing, confusing, and boring update, there's still a couple of good changes, like them buffing the M4A1! If you can tell, the M4A1 is one of my favorite guns in the game, and they buffed it, and made it an actual good side grace to the MP5. First of all, they buffed the minimum damage range. Second of all, they buffed the max damage from 34 to 35, which probably does nothing. But the main thing is that they gave it a squad barrel, and also, actually, that's actually it. They gave it a squad barrel. That's kind of it. But that alone makes it really good because now you can combine that with sharps and a squad barrel to get some really nasty range, more than the MP5, which actually makes it, you know, a good MP5 side grade, because before the MP5 was outclassed the M4A1. Though they did increase the recoil on the M4A1 to compensate, so you can't still laser everyone, but the recoil is still pretty accurate, I would say. Actually quite accurate if you compare it to the Scar L. Yes, it's even more accurate than the Scar L, which honestly makes no sense. But hey, it is what it is. They also changed? Not really changed. They turned the FAMAS F1 into its own gun and also made the G2. The FAMAS F1 and G2 are now two different guns instead of being amalgamation of being one a conversion, one being the default weapon. And I mean, they play the same. They still kind of are the same. The only difference I could find was the G2 now has 100 less fire rate at 1000 RPM instead of 111, which is kind of sad. But I mean, the G2 is still really good. Plus, they buffed the F1 to make it 3-shot torso in close range, which is actually, I don't know why would he do that, because that change alone makes it really good. And yeah, that's the FAMAS. And the other things I could find is that they changed and remodeled the L85 series of guns, and also gave them rework recoil, which honestly is a downgrade in my opinion. But they made the L85A2 actually better. First of all, they made it a 3-shot in close range to the torso, and also made it a 4-shot torso at range. So basically it's the AUG-1 with armor piercing, which it used to be before as well, but it can 3-shot in close range, which actually is a good change. I actually really like that. These mad lads decided that the ASVAL wasn't balanced, which it was, because they changed in the previous update, and I already said that it was actually quite balanced, and basically made the ASVAL the most cracked gun in the game. Basically, they took the M6 and E3 and made it 4-shot all ranges, and 3-shot in close range to the torso. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not broken, right guys? I mean, it must have like some really high recoil. Never mind. It doesn't actually have high recoil. What's that? The SR3M is now the ASVAL, which we remember, like the laser ASVAL, because it has less recoil than the current ASVAL. Still can 4-tap torso at max range and 3-tap torso in close range, and has 900 RPM. Yeah, definitely not broken, guys. It did a great job. Oh my god. No, like seriously, why would you change it? The ASVAL was the ASVAL became the most fun gun, even though I never used it, but like the most fun gun in the previous Halloween update. So why would you change it? Like, why would you change it? I don't get it. There was no reason to change the ASVAL. There was reason to change the SR3M, as it was just basically reverse ASVAL and so on, but like, still, that is not the right balance. Why is it so hard to balance a darn gun if I can come at better balancing? Anyways, that's it for this video. That's all the changes I can think of. The ASVAL and the SL3M are really broken right now. Use them while you can. I don't know if they're gonna get nerfed, or and they will probably get nerfed. That's it. This update was kind of mixed. Anyways, I give it a 6 out of 10. Please try again, Stylis. Anyways, like if you like, dislike if you don't, and subscribe because I want you to subscribe, or I will come out of your house and shoot you in the face with my execution with X-Ring, mini sight, blue laser, and armor piercing. See you in the next one. Peace.